When you're on our campus, and I don't always see it, but what I am told, there is a positive culture that you cannot necessarily pay for. When people come on our campus, they can sense that kids feel respected and valued and appreciated. And I think by having Khea being recognized as the District Teacher of the Year, it adds validation to the fact that we are unique. And in her presentation and her comments, they are aligned to that same idea concept. So I think for us, knowing that it's okay to have now we're structured, we're extremely structured, but we also have a loving environment, and to have that identified in one of our Teacher of the Year, and she understands that culture, she speaks so well to it, and then her being the Teacher of the Year for the high schools and now the county, I think for us it adds validation to what we are currently doing. You heard one of the students talk about now I'm interested in college, and that's something that we try to intertwine in all that we do there at Booker High School, making sure our kids are college and career ready. Not just a logo, but everything is aligned to that. And a part of that Rachel's challenge is that character education piece that we talk about. And that's what she's saying when she's believing in kids and identifying that they have potential regardless of how they may look. What makes our school unique within itself is that, yes, we're the smallest high school in Sarasota, but also we have a more diversified high school compared to all the others. I'd like to share with people that our population is interesting. We have a third African American. We also have a third Hispanic and a third Caucasian. No other school is similar to that. And then we have a nice diversified melting pot of students. We have our VPA wonderful program. We have the Law Academy. We have the different CTE programs. But when you look at our kids, they look like any other students, but they're also recognized for their uniqueness. We have a lot of transgender students, trans-fluid students, but you know what? At the end of the day, they're all our students, and I think that is what makes Booker High School unique. When you come on our campus, you'll find all types of students interacting together, getting along. They may be lying on the floor, sitting and talking. You'll find the same demographics that I represent, or we talked about in our overall demographics by way of a third. You find that in the groups and the populations. When you walk in, we have kids that are in honors classes, kids that need a little more support, kids across the board that's economically deprived, socioeconomically deprived, but that's okay. But when you take those numbers and you look at the percent of them that's going off to college, and we can actually find them 2 years later, a year later at a college here in the state of Florida, private or public or beyond, that's exciting for us. It's absolutely exciting. But that's a part of what makes us unique too. We have the resources, the time, and more importantly than that, like Khea represents, we have committed and dedicated teachers that are willing to do whatever it takes to make sure all of our students feel loved, valued, and more importantly, that they're on track. I'll end by saying this. We just finished a wonderful presentation by a gentleman named Principal Kafele, and he has his entire book about closing the attitude gap. And one thing that he talks about that has become prominent on our entire campus, and that is this. Every student deserves one teacher that is absolutely crazy about them. And I believe that all 1,100 of our students have at least a teacher, and some, of course, there's more students than we have teachers. We have some teachers that have more students than one or two. And they know without a shadow of a doubt that there's someone on that campus that is absolutely crazy about them. And that is what our Teacher of the Year represents from Booker High School, just a sample of that.